So can you lose weight with intermittent fasting if you don't follow a keto lifestyle also? Yes, you totally can. The concept of keto is definitely a positive one and it works well for a lot of people, especially when combined with intermittent fasting, but it really doesn't jive with my lifestyle, my clean eating ways of eating whole grains and incorporating a lot of fruits and veggies into my diet. I need my complex carbs. The good news is that doesn't matter. You can definitely lose weight. You can have a lot of benefits from intermittent fasting, even if you're not following a keto lifestyle. So if you've been struggling and you have tried keto, but you really want to get those complex carbs back into your lifestyle, or you think the only thing you can do is to just cut all carbs out, that's a perfectly good way to do it. But if it doesn't fit for you and your goals and your tastes, I can show you another way. So before you think I'm hating on keto, let me share a few of the really good health benefits that come from following a keto lifestyle. It's great for a lot of reasons. It helps you stabilize your energy levels, it reduces inflammation, and you don't usually feel hungry following a keto lifestyle. So for a lot of people, it can be a really great solution short term, but it's really hard for a lot of people to sustain that because you're constantly having to avoid carbs. So in comparison with my clean eating lifestyle, I'm choosing whole, unrefined foods as much as possible, and I care more about the processing piece instead of trying to avoid a certain type of macronutrient. And if you've seen my recent video on the 11 most demonized types of foods out there that are actually good for you, you already know my feelings about carbs. I think they can be a very valuable and important part of a healthy lifestyle. They provide us so much energy and fiber and nutrients, so they're a really good choice. So if there's a diet like keto that removes a lot of that and doesn't allow me to enjoy all of that, that's just not the best fit for me. So if you get really down to it, weight loss is essentially calories in versus calories out over a sustained time frame. You gotta kind of eat at a calorie deficit if you're wanting to lose weight, and it takes a little bit of time. It's not an overnight solution. Now, there are a lot of things you can do on top of just watching those calories in versus calories out. And the first thing you wanna do is to pay attention to your macros and how many calories you should be eating. If you don't know how to do that yet, check out my video on how to calculate your macros, and I'll walk you through everything. So the main reason I think a lot of people lose weight with the keto lifestyle is that they're not as hungry, and that means that they aren't eating as much. So if you're not eating as much, that's less calories that you're eating in a total day. So it's really a good way to help control how many calories you have and reducing that total caloric input every day. But that doesn't have to be a keto thing. In fact, with intermittent fasting, if you're controlling your food intake and you're paying attention to eating high quality, nutrient dense foods, you're not gonna feel hungry as well. Especially for me with intermittent fasting, being able to condense my windows into a small time frame where I'm eating, that makes me feel full, so I don't usually feel hungry, even though I'm cutting out my calories more than I used to. And you can see how I do that in my What I Eat in a Day intermittent fasting video if you're curious. In fact, there are studies out there that have shown that just by changing the time frames of when you're eating can have a dramatic effect on weight loss. So the real trick here is to find a lifestyle that fits for you, that's healthy, and that you can sustain eating that way for long periods of time, maybe for the rest of your life because you love it so much. And then you use intermittent fasting to condense those windows so that you don't feel hungry. Because if you choose something you don't like doing and that's so difficult that you just want to get through it and then get over it, you're not going to have that sustained weight loss. You're not going to have enjoyment of your life, and you're not going to love your healthy lifestyle. And what that means is that you're going to quit it and the weight's going to go right back up, and that's why so many of us struggle with that yo-yo dieting problem. Check out my guide on intermittent fasting for women to see how else you can optimize your results, and I will see you in the next video.